Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm a full-time reseller, and today I'm going to be talking about 10 of my fastest sales of June 2024. So today is actually July 1st as I'm filming this, and I thought earlier, you know what, it's been a few months since I filmed a video like this, so why not film a video like this? You know, a lot of resellers talk about their 10 best sales, their 10 highest sales of a month, but I like talking about my fastest sales because in my opinion, it's really important to have quick flips and to turn a quick profit in your store. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. 10 of my fastest sales on eBay, Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark. I tried to throw in sales from all 4 of my platforms that I sell on, and I definitely did. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's just jump right into it. So in no particular order, and this video is really going to prove to you how picking items up based off a style and not based off a brand can really work to your advantage. Where I live in Pennsylvania, you know, I don't find a ton of bolo brands. I do sometimes. I find, you know, Lululemon, things that'll sell, Eileen Fisher, things like that once in a while, but not all the time. So I rely on style-based items, and this first piece is a great example of that. This is a vintage kind of Y2K fashion bug. It was actually like a t-shirt, kind of a mix between a t-shirt and a blouse. It had like scallop edging and had a lace mesh part right here with some sequins. This I listed on June 19th. It sold just 8 days later on June 27th on Poshmark. The buyer sent me a $21 offer, which I gladly accepted. I only paid 54 cents for this at the bins, which is a crazy low cost of goods. So of course, when somebody sent me a $21 offer and I only had it listed at $25, like, absolutely, definitely will accept that. So, by the way, you guys, these sales are all within a week or less, besides this first one. This first one sold 8 days after I listed it, but all the other ones sold within just a week of listing. So, yeah, you guys, a great example of a style-based pickup. This next thing I actually got for free from my friend Cassie. So, if you're watching this, girl, thank you so much. I actually unboxed everything she gave me on a video, kind of mystery unboxing style. If you haven't checked that out, that video is performing actually pretty terribly. But if you haven't checked that out and you want to, I will link it up here in the card. But this was kind of, again, a Y2K piece. The brand was Leak, and it was a pair of men's sweatpants. And funny enough, these had a bleach stain on them as well, and they sold 2 days after listing them. So these sold on eBay for my full asking price after my eBay sale that I always have going on of 10% off. They sold for $23.23. And like I said, I had zero cost of goods into them because my friend Cassie gave them to me for free. So really was excited to see those go quickly, and didn't expect them to go that quickly, honestly. But when you see the picture of them, you will like totally understand. It looked like the logo kind of looked like paint dripping. Like it was so cool. Like total streetwear vibes in my opinion. This next piece I have talked about in a video like quite a few videos ago, but I wanted to bring it up again just in case you guys do not know, you guys. This was a crafter's lot of 6 pieces of flawed cashmere sweaters. So 6 flawed cashmere sweaters. Either they had small holes in them. One was like a little bit discolored by the neckline. You know, most of the sweaters itself were good, but they had flaws in them that I didn't want to sell them separately. So I lotted them all up. I put 6 together. I think I listed them around $50 if I remember correctly. This sold 2 days after listing it. I listed it on June 17th, sold on June 19th, and I had about $5 into the lot of 6 of those, which is a great deal. The buyer paid $41.23, which was my full asking price again after my eBay sale. And 2 days after listing, that is wild, you guys. I actually had like 3 cashmere pieces sell in the month of June. This, of course, was a lot of 6, but I had 2 other pieces sell. One of them was flawed. Wild. So it just goes to show, list cashmere all year long. People will buy it. This next item was by the brand Fly Supply. It was a collab with Gabba Leaf. I don't know if that was an artist, a singer, a rapper, something like that. Honestly, I have no idea. But I found this. I did a Google image search while I was at the Goodwill outlet, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't find much information on it. I could find that it retailed for like $150, and there was nothing really on the secondhand market about it. But I'm like, you know what? This is so cool. There's no way I'm leaving this behind. And I only paid $1.05 for it. So I'm like, yeah, I knew I'd be only paying about $1 for it because my cost of goods is usually right around that dollar mark. So I'm like, there's no way I'm leaving this cool jacket behind. Even if it sits for a little bit, you know, it's too cool. Somebody's going to want it. But I listed it on June 10th and it sold only 6 days later on June 16th on Depop. Somebody sent me a $50.10 offer. I had it listed for $65. I kind of just was like, I don't know, like, let me list it around half off. Like I said, it retailed for about $150. And so that's actually under half off. But I listed it at $65, just kind of on my gut. And when somebody sent me that $50.10 offer, I happily accepted it, especially because, like I said, I only paid $1.05. So I was really happy to see that quick flip and proof that you should always trust your gut. It's in reselling and in life. I mean, truly, my gut has never steered me wrong unless I didn't listen to it. If I don't listen to my gut, then I'm doing the wrong thing because my gut just always knows, especially in reselling. I mean, if you know, you just know, especially as you get more experience. So the fifth sale that I'm going to be talking about is a Free People dress, which I was really shocked that this sold so quickly. This was called the Lace Viola, something like that, trapeze slip dress. This was intimately Free People, I believe. And this sold on Mercari just 5 days after listing it. I listed it on June 21st. It sold on June 26th. I listed this at $25. Now, I did list it pretty low, which is why I think it sold so quickly. And a buyer sent me a $21 offer, which I happily accepted because, as you guys know, or if you don't know, Mercari has 0 fees for sellers now. So when a buyer sends me an offer, that's exactly what goes into my bank account. So they sent me a $21 offer, 0 fees taken off of that. So yeah, I happily accepted, and I only paid 92 cents for that item. And again, it sold so quickly. It was a size medium as well, which definitely helps. I find that in Free People, size medium and up is harder to find and tends to sell more quickly than size small and extra small. The sixth sale that we're going to talk about is a lot of 3 Chico's t-shirts. And what I mean by a lot is a bundle of 3 t-shirts that I put into one listing. And when I was at the bins, I found these 3 t-shirts in the same bin. So at the bins, I knew before I even came home that I would be lotting them up together in one listing. So when I counted them as pieces, you know, when I do my cost of goods, I take what I spent in a bins trip divided by how many pieces I got that day equals my average cost of goods. So for these 3 pieces, I actually only counted them as one piece because they were going to be one listing, if that makes sense. So my cost of goods for these 3 shirts was only 76 cents, you guys. And a buyer sent me a $25 offer on eBay, which I happily accepted. I think I had these listed at $35 for the 3 pieces, but again, I only paid 76 cents. So when somebody sent me a $25 offer, I was super happy. I listed these on June 5th and they sold on June 9th, just 4 days after listing them. And these were super bright, super colorful, all the same kind of style, all the same size, obviously. And you guys, do not sleep on Chico's and do not sleep on lotting pieces up together if you find them at the bins at the same time. The 7th sale is, this one was really shocking to me, if I'm being honest with you guys. I found this piece at the bins. I liked it. I loved that it had a map print lining. Like, for me, it seems like jackets with map print linings, like, I don't know why this is such a niche for me that I tend to find. I have found several leather jackets in the past that had map print linings, and they always sold so quickly. They were always vintage and just so wild. I don't understand why they just do so well for me. And this was no different. This is why the brand Haband. This was not leather, but it was like a kind of utility blazer type jacket. It was blue, vintage, matte print lining, like I said, so unique. I love it. And when I find jackets like this, I make sure that the cover photo has the print the lining showing so that people can really get an idea of what it looks like. And I have it in the title, of course. But I listed this on June 5th. It sold just 3 days after listing it. And it sold on Poshmark, which again was really, really shocking. And I only paid 76 cents for this. Somebody sent me a $28 offer and I happily accepted. I believe I had this listed at $35. So 76 cents into $28 in just 3 days is incredible, you guys. Again, that was kind of a gut feeling type of thing because Habband is not really a brand that I would pick up. We have 3 more sales left. Number 8 is by the brand Soft Surroundings. And you guys, I threw this in because this is another brand that can really tend to sit nowadays. And I typically pick it up a lot because I don't find it all the time. So when I say I pick it up a lot, I mean like anytime I pick it, anytime I see it, almost anytime. I'm starting to be a little more strict, but a lot of times when I see it, I'll pick it up because again, I don't see it that much, so I get excited. But this was like a sleeveless cardigan, out of season item, totally Aztec print. This was listed on June 2nd. It sold the same day I listed it on June 2nd, and I probably sold it pretty low, but again, Soft Surroundings, first of all, doesn't sell for as much as it used to, and it tends to sit for a long time. So I only paid $1.11 for this, and somebody sent me a $20 offer on eBay, which I happily accepted because it was a same day sale, you guys. I would rather have a quick nickel than a slow dime, if that makes sense. I would rather sell something really quickly for a little bit less than have to sit on something and sell it for a little bit more. So really happy with that really quick flip, especially because it was an out of season piece. Number 9 was again a Chico's piece, you guys. Do not sleep on this brand, especially linen pieces, which is what this was. This was a pull-on pair of linen pants. It was a tropical kind of beach print. Maybe want to go to the beach so freaking bad. This was listed on June 6th and it sold on June 16th. Okay, so I lied earlier. This sold within 10 days and I said everything in this video sold within under a week. Okay, so everything but 2 pieces. But still, 10 days, super, super quick. In my opinion, anything that sells within 3 months of listing it, I'm super happy with. So I paid 76 cents for this, and this actually sold for my full asking price of $29 on Poshmark, which is again shocking. Poshmark, I have been having a lot more full price sales over there, which is very, very strange, not complaining. And last but not least, number 10, this sale actually was a same day sale again. And I did not know anything about this brand, but when I showed it in a haul, Gloria from Via Glow on YouTube, if you guys don't watch her, go check her out. But she commented on my video when I showed this in a haul and said, yeah, that brand actually performs really well. And I picked it up because of the style, not because of the brand. And then when I got home and did comps on the brand, I realized, oh wait, this is actually a decent brand. Like, the tag was very unassuming, you know, you would not really think it was anything major. I think it was probably from Y2K, but this is a midi skirt, black, kind of ruched front, pull on, elastic waist, super stretchy, you know, grunge. I used all the keywords in the title, which I think helped. I listed this on June 12th and it sold on June 12th. Same day sale, sold on Poshmark. I believe I listed this around $35. And it sold for $27, which is, I think, an offer that a buyer sent me. I happily accepted that because I only had $1.05 into this. So literally, if you are new around here, you might not know, I get pretty much 90% of my inventory from the Goodwill bins, which is where you pay by the pound. Super cheap, super, super cheap. And that's how I'm able to sell pieces for, you know, $25, $30 and still make a really, really great profit because my cost of goods is only right about $1. Which is why I love going to the Goodwill outlet. If you guys have never been, definitely check it out if you're able to. So now I'm going to show you guys a handful of items from my last bins trip. Actually, my last Goodwill bins haul that I did a couple videos ago was from this same day. There's a few gems in this pile that I just had to show you guys, so I figured I would throw it in at the end of this video. And I only paid $1.23 for each of these items. So these, and I just noticed this has a little hole in it. I'll have to go back and note that. It's really not that noticeable. But look at this adorable mesh little tie front blouse. Mesh is seriously everything. Fairy core. You know, if it's a black mesh, whimsy goth is such a perfect keyword to use. But this is what the tag looks like. Laney, I think. And this is probably like a women's size small. Since there is a small hole, like I said, I am going to go back and adjust my price. And I believe I had this listed around $25. I'll probably lower the price just a couple dollars. But I have a few mesh pieces in this pile to show you guys. Mesh is everything. Mesh sells so well for me and is so popular right now. So just a heads up if you did not know, this piece is also mesh. It's a little mesh dress. It is lined, which I love. This is like total Y2K. It's beaded in the front. This is a women's size 8. This is what the brand looks like. Mix it. And I don't know, again, with the mesh, total fairy core vibes. Boho, this is, I feel like, beachy, you know, hippie. I just love the beading, and the way that neckline is so beautiful. That I'll be listing around $34. And then this is the other mesh piece that I got this day at the bins. So freaking cute. Look at the sequins. The sequins are actually shaped like stars or maybe flowers. I think it's more flowers, but so freaking adorable. There are a few sequins missing towards the bottom. You can't even notice it though. This is by The Limited and total style base pickup. You know, did not pick this up based because of the brand. This I'll be listing around $25. This, again, style-based pickup. This is definitely older, vintage, women's size 14W, another time. But time is spelled kind of like the herb thyme, which I really thought was funny. This has shoulder pads. It kind of is making it funky to show you guys. It made it kind of weird to photograph. Like the shoulder pads are really shoulder padding. You know what I mean? Like they are really paddy. But I love the safari animal print on this. That I'll be listing around $28. Now this, you guys may have seen me post about this on Instagram. And actually, I think I made a YouTube short on this as well. But this was in an old bin, which is why I seriously look at old bins and look and go back to bins that I've already looked at the Goodwill outlet. I won't dig a lot, but a lot of times people will throw items back that they don't want, and they will just be sitting on the top of the bin. That is the case with this gorgeous vest by the brand Rough Rider, okay? Rough Rider by Circle T. These vests can go for like $25 to $30. I love this. Total Western vibes, boho. This is a women's vest, and I don't know why somebody threw this back, but they did. It was sitting on the top of a bin, and if I did not look in the old bins, I would not have seen this. This is like that tapestry material, which I really, really love. This I'll be listing around $29. This, super cute, from 2002, Blue's Clues, little beach towel, total, like, great filler piece. Love listing stuff like that. I'll be listing that around $25. This, again, was sitting right on top of a bin. Somebody else was literally digging next to me. I guess they didn't want it. I saw this. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't understand why they didn't take it. But Harley Davidson from the year 2000, which it literally says right there. This is in great condition. And then on the back, it says York, Pennsylvania. I love when Harley Davidson has like double-sided graphics. So freaking cute. And this actually I'll be listing around like $39. This next piece is probably one of my favorite thrift finds ever, you guys. I did post this on my Instagram story if you follow me on Instagram, but look at this sweater, you guys. Oh my gosh, it has every single month, and then it has like a picture associated with that month. There's some on the sleeves, there's some on the back. Oh my gosh. This is by Croft & Barrow, knitted by hand, women's size medium. I also love the flower. I love the buttons. They have flowers on them. This is such a unique piece. I love the flowers that also were on the sleeve for May. Just so freaking cute, you guys. I only found one piece exactly like this that actually sold on Poshmark for $57. I'm like, you know what? This is so one of a kind, so unique. I'm going to list this kind of high. I think around $69. And we will see how that does. Now, two more pieces that I'm going to show you guys. This is a total like little cottagecore dress. I thought it was so cute. I love selling pieces like this. This is vintage by the brand Giorgio St. Angelo. I didn't pick it up because of the brand. Picked it up because of the style. Size 10. Denim collar. But yeah, these like button-up shirt dresses, I do so well with. And again, cottagecore, because of that floral print. Cottagecore is such a popular style. and has been for a few years now. And last but not least, I'm going to show you this Gap vintage from the 90s Gap hoodie. Has a ship on it, total nautical vibes, embroidered, and this is what the tag looks like. And it's a men's size extra large. And this piece I'll be listing around $40. I absolutely love this piece. I actually tried this on. I was like, maybe I'll keep this, but it looks a little weird on me, honestly. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my 10 fastest sales of June. This just goes to show and is a great point that, you know, you don't always have to find bolo brands to make a profit and to make a quick profit. And in my opinion, I'd rather make a quick profit rather than find a bolo brand that just sits for a long time. You know what I mean? But anyways, you guys, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel and taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really, really appreciate you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.